Liam, thanks for your time. Pretty quick turnaround from Friday night at Lord's, but you must come here confident after that performance.
Yeah, I think it's the good thing about 5-game series is there's time to change it around, especially if you don't start that well like we didn't. So, yeah, the boys are full of confidence. I think the other night was almost the perfect game for us. Yeah, I think we were very good in all aspects of the game. So I'm now really looking forward to today.
You said time to change it around in this sort of 5-match format. What do you think you've changed around with the bat in particular from the first couple of games?
Yeah, I think we've set out to have a pretty clear game plan to try and take on the opposition and try and play some really positive cricket. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to gel as a group, to kind of understand each other's games, and sometimes to be able to out in the middle to pick moments to go and pick moments to also consolidate as well, because being positive doesn't mean just trying to hit every ball for 6. There's certain times in the game where you've got to soak up pressure, and there's certain times in the game where you can take a few more risks. So yeah, it's understanding the way we want to play as a group, but also understanding the way that each person plays that way within the group.
And your game in particular, you said during and before that T20 series that you'd found yourself in a pretty dark place. Do you feel in a completely different place and space now?
Yeah, I do, and I think that's the nice part of it. I think, look, everybody's careers, they don't always go well the whole time, and it kind of makes these sort of moments where things are going really well a little bit more sweet when you've experienced the other side of things. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying my cricket. I feel like I'm a bit more involved in the game. I feel like I've got a bit more responsibility, which I've always enjoyed. And yeah, I certainly feel like I'm playing much better cricket than what I have been for the last 2 years. And ultimately, I want to play good cricket that, yeah, stats and stuff don't really bother me. As long as I'm affecting games to win games for England, that's ultimately what I judge myself on. And I feel like throughout the summer, the games that England have won, I feel like I've been involved in the game, and that's something that I really pride myself on. So hopefully the same today.
You've had that finisher's role for quite some time now in both formats. Is there a lesson to be learnt there that occasionally you do go up, not just you, but other players, Tim David, Glenn Maxwell, those sort of roles where you do give someone a bit of responsibility just to get into the rhythm of batting again?
Yeah, it's difficult, trust me. When you're always down 6 and 7, especially T20, ODIs are a bit different because sometimes you're 50 for 5 and you do get that opportunity. But T20 is very difficult, and there becomes a time where you've got to either get it away from cricket in the nets or whatever, or you've got to find your own way to get back into the rhythm of batting. And that's something that I've managed to do over the last couple of weeks. It was probably in the 100 where I got 30 off 34 balls or something, and I just said to myself that I'm going to take my time, have a bit of a bat. I was actually batting with Bethel at the time, and he was playing beautifully at the other end, and I was like, do you know what, this is a great opportunity for me to just spend some time in the middle. And ever since then I've played really well and sort of felt really good about my game. So yeah, it's very difficult, especially when you're going around the world batting at 6 or 7, especially in world tournaments where you'll go 3 games without batting, and then all of a sudden you're 55 against India in a semi-final and you've got to turn it on. So yeah, it is difficult. It's a great challenge. Parts of it have been really difficult. Parts of it are quite enjoyable when it does come off. So yeah, hopefully things have changed around. I spent a lot of time trying to move my feet, trying to get my feet moving, get out to the ball or whatever. And I've actually realised that I think the way for me to play is the less I move my feet, the more I get my head to the ball, the later I hit the ball. And that's one of the things that I've really tried to concentrate on recently, especially before games, when I'm hitting in a warm-up, is making sure my contact point is as late as possible. And that's something that sets me up really well, whether I'm defending or whether I'm trying to hit a 6. I think the later I hit the ball, the better I am. And I think there was 2 shots actually up at Durham that were 2 back foot defences where I played it really late, the ball dropped at my feet, and I was like, do you know what, I'm in a really good place here, because not because I'm hitting the ball out of the ground or whatever, but more because I seen the ball the whole way down, dropped the ball at my feet, and I was like, yeah, I feel like in a really good place. So it's something that I've learned over the last, probably the last 6 weeks, that I feel like I've finally figured something out in my batting that I've been searching for the whole of my career. So yeah, I said before this series, I felt like a little kid again, felt like I would sort of had a new career ahead of me, and yeah, hopefully that lasts for a long while.